everyone, welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the daily drama for Monday, September 25th. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy. I went down and went to the beach, and I don't know, something about the sea air or something makes you so sleepy. I went down and I had a nice walk today. I got out in nature. I'm trying to follow, the advice Spirit's been given. But oof, makes you so sleepy. Anywho, let's get right into the reading. What the masculine is thinking about the feminine in the union is good news. Stop, look, and listen. Hidden enemy. I'm like, is he thinking it's good news because he's paying attention to himself? Hidden enemy. We gotta see what this is about, because that doesn't even, I don't say it doesn't make sense to me, but it's like, if you're thinking about the union, the feminine, you're thinking good news. Yeah, good news. Pay attention. And I guess, again, maybe it's pay attention to himself. Let's find out. Good news. Let's see if we can do one for each and make more sense of this. See if it means anything other than kind of what it says. Good news. Whoa, what's too many? Well, but I guess. Good news is Speranza. Somebody's got hope in a reunion. Despite their foolish choices. After so long, wanting to be with the divine feminine who they consider to be, their best friend. And they got a message from a distance in regards to a possibility of have things transform, transcend, to change, for the better. So that was a lot of cards, but I guess that's the good news. But again, it's like, pay attention, hidden enemy. What the heck is that? Stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen. La Donna Servizo. Something that he's trying to pay attention to. Hidden enemy. Yeah. Reflecting on himself. So basically, it's just what the red card said. He's trying to pay attention to what, the divine feminine has kind of said in regards to things. Things that might have been hurtful to her. And he's reflecting on all of that. He's reflecting on his behavior. Because there's an opportunity here, despite his behavior, his foolish choices, his lies and deception, there might be an opportunity for a reunion. So, how he should think, well, is forgiveness. The master, troubleshooter. Now, they want him to think positive, forgive himself, forgive her. Everybody's forgiving and learning. The master, this is about self-control, being the master. This is also can be someone who's domineering, kind of abusive. troubleshooter, like I said, could be somebody who's trying to figure something out. He's trying to troubleshoot, or he can be someone who's also a little bit deceptive, as you can tell from this picture. So, you know, this could be forgiveness for those behaviors, but it could also mean, you know, because he's realizing those behaviors, he's, you know, mastered himself, or he's mastered this lesson that he's had to go through, and they want him to try to figure out a way how to make it all come into play. Let's see the master. Master. Oops. The master. Bambino, new beginning. So this could be, again, him mastering, you know, by reflecting on himself. He's mastering himself, and they want him, again, to try to figure out a way how to make it all work. And just know it's about, you know, forgiving and learning, or maybe he's needing to ask for forgiveness in regards to the situation. You know, that's why he's reflecting on his behavior, like what he wants to say. There's been some things here, repetitive things about someone needing to speak a truth, someone needing to communicate. So he's reflecting on everything, maybe getting ready to communicate, you know, what he's learned in regards to all of this. And how he feels is, got release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to clear the past, releasing, you know, the both of you from this bondage of unresolved issues and no one speaking truths. This is also being the master, releasing those things which no longer serve you, releasing those behaviors that are not good for you and not good for the union. And you also feel that you deserve love. You are lovable. This is how he feels about the feminine. This was, I think, here. Was it the weekend one? Or maybe the Friday one? I think it was the same thing, that he felt that the feminine deserves love. And obviously, and he feels that he does too. But again, you had this separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Again, maybe things need to take time. It's not going to be right away. He's also feeling the separation. I mean, if you see this picture, let me hold it better. Oops. You see how they're looking at each other? It's like he feels, you know, he misses her. He feels the separation between them. And he feels, and you also got soulmate here for how he feels. So he's wanting to be with her. For sure. And how he should feel. His chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And also make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this is how they want him to feel. Basically what he's feeling. Now, I never really looked at that card too much in detail before. That's why I spaced out a little bit. But there is a sadness in that picture, for sure. Two people that want to be together. And they're feeling that separation. But the angels, if you notice too, the angels are above them. You know, almost like watching over them. Just like the cards have been coming out saying that, you know, this union is watched over, or the two of you are watched over. What might be blocking or a challenge for the masculine is clarity. The lesson. And peace. So upon all his reflecting, somehow he's still needing clarity on what this lesson was, which I would think that he would know, considering he was there. And peace is like how to make peace. How to make peace in this situation. The challenge. Clarity. Yeah, how to express. This is the love letter. So the challenge for him is how to express, which I think this has been in the same area, yet talent down here before. You know, really getting clear within himself, reflecting in himself what transpired here, how to make amends, you know, reflecting on the lesson and how to make peace in this situation. The lesson. The lesson. Casa. And Lamante, the male lover. So the lesson, let's see if we can get another one. The lesson. Il Vevido, this is the widower, the man who's regretful of the past. Alegria, this is like hanging out with friends, or celebrating with friends, or being around people that you care about. So the lesson is him being regretful, you know, about losing, you know, this, being around, you know, happiness, being around the feminine, and about how he didn't express his love before, maybe when they were living together. Or this could also mean, you know, the lesson involving, you know, having regrets in love, and maybe when they separated, because if he went with someone else, because he was trying to, you know, be out celebrating and having a good time, like trying to distract himself from whatever transpired here. That could be another possibility too. But I think it's, you know, having to do more with regrets of losing their home life together, not expressing his love before, you know, having regrets about that, and not realizing what he had with her, which was someone that he had a good time with, fun with, celebrating, good, you know. These guys look so funny on here with their bottles of wine. I love these little cards. They're so cute. Let's see. And what can move him past this block or challenge is fame. This is like success, or maybe thinking positively about success. You know, solitude again, reflecting on things. This is like the Hermit card, like going within. And then you also have truth. So speaking your truth, reflecting on just what he's doing, you know, and think success. And whatever, you know, truth that you're needing to speak here. And reflect on things just like you are. I'm sorry if I'm repeating. I feel like I'm You ever been like when you know or when you've been out and like it's at the beach. When the wind blown, you feel beach wind blown and you just feel busted. That's what I feel. I feel, oof, just feel busted, like tired. Oh, man. Anywho, this is what advice that they have for him. Discovery. Oh, see? Told you. Oh, my apologies. Look at this little acorn guy. The saying for him, don't play the victim. Don't have a victim mentality. I think he had discovery before, too. Let us see. I am more than I think I am. Inspirational message. Are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you are presently upset or struggling with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. Yeah, old behaviors, things that no longer serve you. Personal inquiry. Am I happy in this situation? How is it benefiting me? The healing of predetermined agreements must be addressed. Awareness is healing. Key ideas, leaving the past behind, a readiness for a new adventure, a willingness to venture into uncharted territory, a new level of self-care. Keywords, uplift, journey, and commitment. So they want him to be committed to his journey and think positively, leave behind things that no longer serve you. Stop trying to hold on to the comfortable because you're afraid of the unknown. And then you have victim. I am not a victim. I choose to do what I am doing. Ooh, told you. See when I'm tired, it gets silly. Inspirational message. The green acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. Personal inquiry. How are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? Key ideas. Feeling blocked, blaming others, past resentment, deluding yourself, potential for greatness. Keywords, growth, breakthrough, empowerment. I said, like, this was, I think I said it last week or the week before. I said, this is that moment right before the seed sprouts, that pressure, that pivotal moment of do or die, make it or break it. Release and move forward or stay stagnant and stuck in your stuff. Not looking to blame anyone else for your current circumstances in life, besides looking at yourself. What role you played in it? How did you get where you are? Is it by choices that you made? Choices that you're regretful over? Don't point the fingers at other places. We always have to look at ourselves first. No more pity parties. No more feeling like, the world's against us or whatever. You have the power within you to make the right choices. Every day you have a new opportunity to start again and not play the victim in your life. A lot of times it's easier to do that. I can't, or I don't want to bother, or that stinking thinking. It keeps you stuck. It's the ego. Making things out to seem worse than they are, letting fear hold you back. Again, playing the victim in your life instead of taking charge and being the master, which is what you need to do. Now, what the feminine is thinking, she's thinking faith, justice, anxiety. So she's trying to keep the faith and hoping that there's justice in this situation, and she's trying not to worry or stress out. Justice. This is like the third time this same card has showed up in this spot. Donna Maritata, the married woman. So there's justice in regards to, I guess, the third party. Maybe again there's a divorce coming. So there's justice in regards to that. To have faith that the divorce from the married woman is going to happen, and trying not to worry. Or this could be justice for you. You know, that maybe you two have children together. Maybe you were married at one point and now you're separated. So this could be you as well. Justice for you. Or justice again involving a third party. And then you also had Denari here, which is something of value. Which, you know, the things that we consider of value usually are our family. You know, people that we love. So again, you're trying not to worry and just thinking that, you know, justice is served in this situation. And this again could be you, fair gray-haired woman. This is usually the more mature woman, maybe someone that's been through a lot, you know. Or you could just be older. This is somebody usually in her late 30s or 40s. And then you have growth, greed, and judgment. So how they want you to think, that's you. They want you to know that there's been growth in this situation on both parts. There's also growth in regards to this greed, this issue. Maybe people were in codependent situations. People chose something that was more materialistic based, or something not based in love, or just someone's selfish behavior, you know, ego based behavior. And then again, judgment, which could be, you know, the wake up call. It could be reconciliation, starting a new journey together. So they want you to know that there's been growth in this situation. And, you know, the judgment is in your favor. So there will be a reconciliation. And then how you feel is, well, you're still trying to pay attention to them red flags because the signs are cautioning you. Again, the feminine has got her defenses up. You know, she kind of has to. Just, you know, don't put too much, because then you put that fear out, and then you make the other person feel like, well, geez, if you're going to keep punishing me for the past, you know, how you don't want to do that. But again, be aware, take things slowly, and just let things unfold naturally. Watch out for any things, kind of nip them in the bud, but don't, again, project out. And you also had healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Again, both twin flames. Probably got some codependency issues stemming from some childhood issues, and it's about forgiving and learning, including your parents. Because nobody's perfect, and we can't blame our parents. Again, you got this victim card down here. You know, we can't blame everything on the past or parents or whatever it is. We kind of have to take ownership and responsibility for ourselves in the present moment, because that's the only way that you can begin the healing process. Acknowledge within you what you are doing that might be self-sabotaging for yourself. And how she should feel is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I love this card. It's pretty. They make me happy. There's certain cards that I like. Like, I love the Sun one in the traditional ₦Ä deck. It so makes you so happy. And this one makes me happy too. You see the angels? They look so happy. But they want you to know it's been worth waiting for. You know, it's been divine timing, and it's also your past life relationship returning. You have known each other before. Get ready for round 20. And what might be blocking the feminine or challenge for her is gain, which is, you know, moving forward, having patience, and moving forward. That's why he had the separation here, because it might take a little while for this to culminate. You know, your new beginning. So that's a challenge for you to kind of just still be patient in regards to this coming together. And how you can move past this block is scandal, mistake, heartbreak, doubt. So again, the feminine is, you know, still a bit weary. She's got those pay attention to the red flags. She's still kicking up some energy, fear, especially if she thinks he's coming back around. Oh, then you're like, everything starts replaying in your mind. Because obviously there was a lot of hurt over here. There was a lot of wounding. So being asked, because I can speak for myself in this. No matter what this is on the spiritual level, on the 3D level, my relationship with my twin was the most painful experience I've ever been through in my life. And the idea of being asked to go back into that is stressful. Because in a normal situation, I wouldn't be. I will keep it completely real. The way I was treated in that relationship, the pain that I went through in that, the idea of going back into that, yeah, I can say I got anxiety. I'm worried about, has this person changed? Will things repeat? Because from what I've seen from my twin, he doesn't give me much hope in regards to the way we interact with each other. He can't even admit what he did. He can't even admit his mistakes. It took him a year to even apologize. Like, my situation, that's when we're being asked to enter into this stuff, divine union or not, what you feel and have dealt with on the 3D level is very real, and it's very painful. And it would stress anybody out, the idea of being asked to re-enter into something that you have no idea if you can even deal with. You don't even know how to approach this situation, because again, under normal circumstances, you probably wouldn't even be dealing with this person again. You wouldn't allow someone who treated you that way back into your life, but yet you're being asked to, because you're being asked to look at it from a spiritual perspective. You're being asked to look at it from a way of forgiving and learning and giving each other another chance. And it's just like, how do you do that? I'm going to make a video about that too, I think, because again, it's like, how do you do that? How do you, I mean, people that have known it, people have had people that have cheated on them, you know, people that are married that have had the spouse go out of the marriage, and what that's like to try to reconnect with that person again and build trust with them. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do. And that's why I always reiterate here, take things slow. Be open, be honest, because there's healing that has to happen here, and it's going to take time. Be patient with each other. Be understanding of the other person's stuff or how they felt. You got to, if you're going to make it work, there definitely has to be understanding here. And I didn't mean to go on a spiel, but because I see it here, I feel it. When I'm reading the cards, like I just feel the anxiety over here. And I feel the fear over here. But I also feel the love. It's just like this struggle. It's like you're pushing each other away, but you're embracing each other at the same time. It's this like push and pull, because you're battling yourselves. Your wounding, your conditioning, your egos, your pain that you went through in the relationship, but there's still love there. and you're again trying to look at everything from a higher perspective. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, because currently what is separating you is forgiveness and being able to open your heart. Because when people have been hurt, again, to be asked to go back into something that was so painful, it's like, how do I do that? How do I even begin to do that? I tell you, it's going to be interesting. If it happens for me, and if it happens for any of you, it's going to be, maybe you'll even amaze yourself. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all of the forms of love, and I am willing to release old resentment so that I may enjoy my life. And this is, again, another lesson. The lessons never end. And it's like, and the one that was hurt is being asked to be forgiving and compassionate and motherly, like in looking at it all. It's just, sometimes I tell you, I tell my spirit guides, you're asking a lot. You are asking a lot. I said, it should be interesting to see, how things pan out. What can bring you together is integrity and mercy. I said, Lord have mercy, right? That's what I said the last time. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. So again, show mercy, open your heart, forgive, and pray to Jesus, because you're going to need all this brother's help that you can get. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. Yes, yes. I pray daily. And optimism. I expect good things to happen, and they do. So be optimistic. Have mercy. But stand in your integrity. Stand in your truth. Be willing to forgive. Open your heart. Make the effort. Heal the family issues, but pay attention to red flags. This is your soulmate. It's worth waiting for. We both deserve love. Lord help us. Oh, I did not even read your bottom card. Oh, girl, we'll get over there. Well, I finish over here. What the advice is devotion. As I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I am clear about what to do next. Despite those fears, despite those worries, they still want you to be devoted. Devoted to each other, devoted to your own healing, devoted to this union and this path, this divine path that you're supposed to walk together. Oy. And then you got family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. Again, this is the two of you being devoted to each other, because you are each other's family. You're each other's other half. So they're wanting you to realize that and be devoted. We knew it was coming. Inner child. Heal the inner child. I nurtured the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Because again, it's so sad. I don't want to get all emotional, but it's so sad to me. But who knows how it works? I shouldn't, feel like sad and bad, because again, maybe it's all part of the plan. And we have to just look at it. It's all part of the journey, and we can't feel bad, but still to know that people become so wounded in childhood that it affects them their whole adult life without them even realizing it. That's why they keep having failed relationships, or keep having the same kind of karmic or negative kind of experiences in relationships and all this stuff. And it's like, because they're not realizing that there's stuff within them that needs to be healed, that there was stuff from their childhood that they didn't even know affected them, like their relationship with their parents, or what they saw, like what love looked like to them as a kid. Like, and it's just thinks of how many broken adults that there are that are really just children inside still that need to be healed. You know, we're all like still children, even though we're adults, because of the inner child is our true essence. Have compassion for each other. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. Same thing here. Forgiveness, devotion, inner child. Understand that people's behaviors are conditioning due to wounding, which wasn't their fault. That doesn't mean that you gotta like tolerate stuff, you know, give people, you know, oh, it's because their childhood, so I gotta let them treat me like crap. No, it's not about that, but it's definitely about having empathy and compassion and understanding and being able to forgive just on that basis alone, looking at it from that perspective. You know, that might help you to, oh, here we go. Some more children. My heart is filled with love for children, which creates miracles and positive changes for them and me. This could be, you know, loving your inner child. Again, healing yourself. This is also like new beginnings. And have grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. Remember who you are. You know, despite your life here and what you've both been through, separately and together, remember your divinity. Live and learn. And don't hold on to the past with sorrow or pain or regrets. If it made you change into a better person, or it made you into a strong person, or a more even street smart, love smart, whatever you want to call it, person, you know, it's all good. You know, just still have grace within yourself. Don't be the victim. Don't play a victim to your own life. Be the champion, the warrior. Oh, that's right. Hold on, girls. I forgot your little cards. You had destiny here. And you also had miracle. So let us see destiny and miracle. We'll do miracle first because it's in the yellow. Integrity is what turns on the light. Look at that. You had integrity over here. Inspirational message. Do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. Personal inquiry. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Key ideas. Being a light. Lighting the way for others. Coming miracles. And keywords. Integrity, gifts, and reward. So the advice here, I guess, is to believe in miracles and light the way for others. Again, because what is said to be more is that the feminine is usually the one that gets the wake-up call due to what transpires here. And things usually end. Either the universe will end it or she ends it because she's got the lesson. She learned the lesson. And then within her healing process and discovering all the things that really transpired, realizing her role, you know, coming into that enlightenment, she's able then to kind of guide him. Because maybe he's needing to catch up. Because who knows what he's been doing the whole time they've been separated. Has he been touching into spirituality? Has he been, I mean, maybe the feminine has been doing more of that. You know, watching tarot readings, getting the lowdown. Who knows? So maybe he's a little behind, but it's kind of like they're saying, you know, be the light for him. Because this is your other half. And you have to, you know, stand in your integrity, but definitely be compassionate and be the light. And this says, don't shut out, you cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Putting up any blocks because we've been hurt, because our hearts have been broken, so we don't want to open up any again. But by doing that, we also keep love out. And so if you build up walls to keep yourself safe, you also keep yourself prisoner. So they don't want you to do that either. Oh, people, isn't it tough? Like, again, none of this is easy. But it's amazing what a soul's journey entails. All these things, and a lot of it is based in relationships. That's where you do your most growing, is in relationships. That's why it's so important to have a good relationship with yourself, so that you can have good relationships with other people, so that you attract people to you that are resonating at a higher vibration, not one that's based in what your vibration might be that you don't even realize it is, which is based in childhood wounding, which is fear, or, you know, hey, I'm the human doormat. Come use me, you know, and it's like putting out these signals that you don't even realize you are. But now, since you've kind of awakened and you've ascended a bit higher, you know, keep that bar high so that he can raise the bar within him, and believe in miracles. Believe in miracles, and look at things again from a very interesting perspective. Wow, it's interesting. More than any other relationships. Because again, most people that go through stuff that's like tough, like whatever, they decide to walk away, that's it. But when you're a twin flame, you're being asked to not, you know, stay and be drugged through the mud, because if you're being drugged through the mud, you got to leave. You can't allow that. But you're asked to challenge yourself in ways that you might not in another kind of a relationship, because this is a spiritually based relationship. So they're really asking you to dig deep and pull out within you stuff that you didn't even know you had. Even as far as how you can forgive and open your heart to somebody who completely annihilated it, and trying to have faith and optimism and praying to Jesus and still have devotion to this person, like, despite it all. It's a very interesting twin flame journey. It's quite interesting. Have I gone on too many spiels tonight? I'm sorry. I feel I might be spieling too much. Then we have, okay, you have destiny. Black and white. That's the two of them down there. Together we are stronger than alone. The inspirational message is, take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? Personal inquiry. What tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? Key ideas. True love. Taking a stand. Positive omen. Radical thinking. Deep satisfaction. Ability to change. Keywords are love, pathway, and faith. Now I'm going to read another section. I usually don't read this part. I usually just read the things that I just read. But all of these come with another little thing here called the legend, and it kind of tells a little story about the card. And this one is, black and white are in heaven, waiting to go back to earth, yet again, to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits, who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together, they accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. So this, my dears, is about twin flames coming into union. Despite all obstacles, despite past lifetimes when things didn't work out, it's destiny. And that's why Oh, geez, now I'm going to get emotional. Oh, I shouldn't have done this reading tonight. I don't know if it's because I'm tired, but like I said, it's an interesting journey. Like I said, and you'll be probably amazed in yourself and what you're able to do for the love of someone else. Because that someone else is the other half of you. So in your compassion and in your forgiveness and all of that, you're also doing it for yourself. And that's why they stress so much. That's why my spirit guides, even when I keep saying, I can't do it. I can't go back to it. If he comes back around, I can't because, I developed CPTSD, if we're going to keep it real. My twin was extremely narcissistic. And that relationship destroyed me. So even when I was asked by my guides to contact him earlier this year and reveal all of this stuff to him, it upset me a great deal that they were even asking me to reach out to this person that caused me so much pain. When the whole time that we were together, they kept showing me things, trying to give me wake-up calls. I thought they were trying to separate us, but they were trying to get me to wake up so that I learned the lesson, so that the karmic cycle didn't continue as long as it did. But when you got those rose-colored glasses on, you keep tuning stuff out until you can't tune it out anymore, until it becomes so painful that you can't take anymore. And that's what happened for me last summer, and that's why I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And then we separated, like many of you. And when I had to reach out to him and give them the info, and I was met with the same old, I would get so angry at them, like, why do you keep telling me to reach out to him? Why do you keep, because I'm not getting nothing in return. This person is treating me like crap, just as like he did when we were together. And they keep telling me these same messages too. So I feel you guys, I feel your pain, I feel your stress, I feel your worry. But I can't tell you how many times that they tell me, be optimistic, have faith, open your heart, same stuff. And it's really forcing me to grow. And it's forcing all of you, this whole process. They keep saying that, at the end of it all, if you guys can do this, abundance awaits, like beyond your wildest dreams. Of course, it's ascension. There's nothing better than that. But it's like from here to there is the challenge. And it's not going to be smooth sailing. But we can't let our fears keep us stuck in our lives, keep us from moving forward. And I hope for all of us that conversations are had, air is cleared, and people make genuine efforts on both sides to work on themselves, most importantly, because the better that you are, the easier this relationship will be. And then you can enjoy the good times together. Enjoy your career path and not have things triggering. And because I know for me, this would take every bit of strength I have and every bit of faith I have to re-enter into this situation. And it's, but I guess it's destiny, right? And I just went on another spiel. But anyway, they want you to have gratitude. Meet Grace. She receives the gifts of the universe with open paws. When she shifts her mind to see what wonders are flowing in, The world glimmers with beauty. It is easy to focus on all those unmet desires, gone astray plans, and everything beyond the horizon of now. Let grace remind you to notice all the blessings we are receiving. What feels good? Let it in. What is making your heart sing even a quiet momentary song? What do you love that is with you now in spirit or right by your side? Let each thank you open your heart a little more. Again, the advice from them is to have gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons, gratitude for each other, gratitude for the journey. Look at this kitty here. Isn't she cute? Night magic. Meet Vespertine. No sleep for the wild. She is a swirl of creativity and nighttime escapades. She is pure, nocturnal playfulness and mystery. Going out at night is not only for the young. Night magic is for everyone. Explore the night. Go out dancing or walk under the stars. Gather with your friends and talk into the wee hours. Sing and play music under the moonlight. Stay up to watch a meteor shower or a lunar eclipse. See the sun rise while the world sleeps. Watch your perspective expand and shift. You have more energy than you believe. This is also to believe in magic. Believe in miracles. And believe. And you also have mischief. Meet Jasper. He is a playful little trickster, known to pounce on toes while you're sleeping and possibly tiptoe around your computer while you are trying to work. There is a twinkle of mischief in his eyes that you can't help but love. He reminds us not to take things too seriously. Sometimes the biggest disasters can seem funny when you look at them through Jasper's eyes. He is lighthearted. He is laughter, giggles and sighs, and yes, he really did need to steal that little sip of your drink while you were looking the other way. I love cats, right? They do that, don't they? When you're trying to work or you're reading something, they come sit right on your stuff. It's like, hello, can I have some space here? I love animals. But anyway, they're saying, just in hindsight, you'll look at this maybe when you're both 80 years old and you've seen your journey together and what's manifested. And you'll be able to say, oh, I remember that time you were such an ass. Ah, yes, I remember. Remember that time maybe someday you'll be able to look back and again see it all from a spiritual perspective. Maybe when you're both up in the ascended dimensions, you can really reflect on the journey and be like, boy, I never thought we'd make it. And I hope that you do. I hope we all do, people. I hope we all do. And I apologize if I get, it's not very professional of me to drop a few tears in the reading, but, if I'm moved, I'm moved. I'm probably one of the most realist people you'd ever know. Sometimes I'm too real for people. I say it like it is. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I've been through too much in my life to pacify people's whatever. I can be compassionate and stuff, but I've had to learn the hard way, to have integrity, to have self-love, self-respect. I don't allow, mistreatment anymore because I've learned valuable lessons. But I am very open and I'm very real. So if I have a moment, hey, I have a moment. I'm human and I understand this stuff because I not only feel your pain, but it resonates with me as well. And there's nothing about this journey that's easy. It requires a lot of growth. A lot of growth. And to be able to see things from a different perspective. But forgive me again if it bothers you. I don't want to offend people by being that reader who sometimes gets emotional on camera. But again, if I feel something, I feel it. And I don't try to be something that I'm not. So, on that note, Before I spiel again, you know the routine. Like, subscribe, and share. Please leave a comment. Let me know if any of it resonates. Also, because these are general readings, always a personal reading is best. So if you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And I thank you for joining me. I thank you for listening to my spiels and for understanding my moments as we all get through this process here. But I send you love and light and healing. Until next time, take care.